Markle's team are basically saying, don't blame her. But what about? Hi, morning, Neil Sean here in the heart of London. Hope you're keeping well. That is one of your royal stories breaking out of London today. And it's obviously lovely to share these stories with you. I like the way that you like the fact that we correct the stories that are untrue. We bring you the truth here on this channel. We do some investigating, and of course we let you know exactly what we found out. Now, a lot of people say, well, where'd you get this from, Neil? I have impeccable sources, let me tell you, and as ever, we try to present both sides of the story. Now, this particular story really is one that's been kicking around for a few months, and I thought we should address it simply because there could be some fact in this. Now, I don't know if you saw the story all about how Meghan Markle has been warned, or was warned during her short time within the British royal family, about her extravagant spending. Now, is she truly to blame for all of this? A one-time BBC reporter apparently told her, look, be careful, you know, because a lot of people won't like what you're spending all the money on. Well, as we later found out, actually, it wasn't Meghan spending all that money. In fact, the bill was footed by Prince Charles. And as you can imagine, on her first of 18 months of all those engagements, plus the royal tours, she wanted to look spectacular. And like a lot of people thought, she was like a child at a candy store. Of course, she was able to order designer clothes, and some of them were borrowed. And of course, she looked, well, different and good in many of them. But the one thing that Meghan couldn't really get over was the fact that she couldn't get to keep the clothes. But was she really to blame for this, well, faux pas? Well, according to a very good source, this is where the battle really started alongside Prince Harry and Prince Charles, because Prince Harry tried to explain to Prince Charles that Meghan was used to being, given clothes by celebrity designers. After all, she wore things like Tom Ford in her character of Rachel on suits, and she's often spoken in interviews about how she preferred the clothes that her character wore than her own style, and the fact also that she wouldn't mind of keeping them. But of course, on a TV show it's different because they get lots of publicity. On a royal tour, it's not really known or given out as to who's wearing what. It's not like the red carpet where you go up and say, and who you're wearing, which I always think is ridiculous in a way, don't you? But what's interesting, as ever, is that now it appears that perhaps it was Prince Harry that kick-started this off. He wanted to break tradition with the British royal family of not being allowed to keep certain things like celebrity clothing. He felt this would be a cost-cutting exercise, and this allegedly started a very big rock with his father, who insisted they did things the traditional way or not at all. This in turn then created another problem for Prince Harry, because he simply had to explain that Meghan would have to return all of those designer threads. And you can imagine how that played out. Now, for once, I sort of see Meghan's point of view, but on the other hand, why didn't Prince Harry explain these ins and outs of the British royal life before he escorted his bride down that aisle in St George's Chapel, Windsor? Neil Sean in the heart of London.